In JobTread, we've given you the ability to move around cost items together in what we call cost groups. Cost groups are essentially assembly groups or selections groups or small groups that are grouped together by some specific identifier like trade or phase of a project. And when you create those cost groups, you can then send them back to your cost catalog or create them in your cost catalog and then pull them into jobs in the future with all of those cost items grouped together by those cost groups. So we have a couple of different places where we can go to create those cost groups. So let's go ahead and go into our catalog and then up to our cost groups tab. So the first way we can do this is to go up to plus cost group and create a new cost group for ourselves. So we can give our new template a name. Let's do something like a pre-construction cost group, okay? If we wanted to give it a description, so all items related to beginning of our projects. All right, and then we could give our cost group a name. We'll call it pre-construction. And then what we're going to want to do is, now that we have our cost group header, we're going to want to add the items directly into that cost group by clicking on the three dots to the right of that cost group header. Okay, and we'll make sure that we get our permit. Let's say this is going to be a kitchen pre-construction cost group. We'll add our next item, do walkthrough and measurements, and then we'll want to add our design remodel fee. Okay, all right. So once we have all of the cost items that we'd like to add into this cost group, we're ready to save and create this cost group. So we'll create it. And now when we go back into our cost groups, we're going to see that pre-construction cost group, as well as the description that we've given to this cost group. And when we click into that pre-construction cost group and expand that cost group, we can see that cost group has been populated with those cost items. Now, when we go into a new job and we look to populate a budget, we can pull directly from our cost catalog by clicking plus group and adding that pre-construction cost group directly to this new budget. And you can see that we have all those cost items that have been nested in that pre-construction cost group. So we're going to save our changes. And now let's go ahead and create the rest of this budget using some other cost groups that we had already saved to our cost catalog. And then we'll save that entire budget as a whole budget template, send that back to our cost catalog, and we'll show you how that works, okay? So we're going to click plus group, again, looking at those cost groups that we've saved to our cost catalog. So we'll bring in our demolition assembly. You can see kind of how this works, right? We save each one of these cost groups by specific phases. We'll get our framing, we'll get our plumbing, and then we'll get our finishing assembly, okay? So you can see that each one of these cost groups has individual cost items. Now, what I wanna do is I actually wanna make a change to this pre-construction cost group because I wanna show you how to send back cost groups at the cost group level to our catalog before I do a full-on budget template. So let's add one more cost item because we've already got that pre-construction cost group. Let's go ahead and add maybe cleaning materials, okay? So we'll save our changes. Now, if we wanted to save and send back this pre-construction cost group as a separate pre-construction cost group to the one that we've already saved to our catalog, we'll select that cost group header and we'll go over into our mass budget action drawer that slides over and we will export selected to catalog cost group. We'll give it a new name. We'll call it pre-construction with cleaning. Okay. We'll click OK. And now if I wanted to add into a job, you'll see I've got pre-construction with cleaning. Okay? But what we want to do is we want to send this entire budget as a full budget template back to our cost catalog. All right? So in order to do this, we're going to come up here to our export button and we're going to click export within this budget tab and we're going to export it to our catalog. Okay, and we're going to give it a full budget template name. All right, so we'll call it kitchen remodel training. Okay, and depending on how many templates you have, you might even give it some sort of a naming convention like a 1 to send it to the top of your list, or even an asterisk. All right, so let's give it an asterisk. And then we'll click OK. And now if we go back over to our catalog and go back up to our cost groups, you can see that new pre-construction with cleaning cost group, that smaller cost group, the assembly group we talked about, as well as this kitchen remodel training template, where that entire budget has been saved and ready to pull into any job in the future. Now you also have the ability to add full-on templates that we've preloaded for you into JobTread by going up to your global catalog within your cost catalog and accessing any of the templates that we've given you. Again, you can see all of these different categories all the way down to remodeling. So they have their own kitchen remodel. So if we wanted to get a kitchen remodel detailed template, we could select that entire template and we could add it to our cost catalog. We can also pull one of those in directly to a job by going back into that budget and clicking into the global catalog and selecting which template we'd like to pull in, and we can add those directly to a job as well. We've tried to make this as easy as possible and save you time by allowing you to group your cost items together and creating full budget templates yourself, or drawing from our own template library to pull into your jobs as well. If you have any other questions about cost groups or full-on budget templates, reach out to your customer success manager, or you can reach out to us for support at JobTread.com.